Hello everyone, this is your host Bad Boogl. I've done quite a few videos on theory for improving, so I wanted to talk about how I've applied all this information to my gameplay in Rocket League. First, I meditate every day now for at least an hour. I know I talked about the effects that meditation can have on the mind, and how it seemed to be an effective way of bolstering up a part of the mind that is important for higher brain activity, like competing in Rocket League. More than that, it's helped me realize something about my practice. It's obvious to say, but time and practice are not enough. They need the support of diligent focus and conscious effort. So, second, in addition to meditation, I've started to really make sure that I'm focused and in the right mindset when I'm beginning to practice. Elites and amateurs alike will build up automatic skills, but the elites make sure that only the right skills become automatic. So we need to focus and use conscious effort so that we can address all the slight inefficiencies and deficits of our gameplay. Sadly, for those of us with lots of playtime, this process is not fun and will lead to a bit of stagnation. We're sacrificing our short-term ability for more consistent and long-term progress. Third, I'm always warming up now before playing. Since I've got deeply ingrained bad habits that have been built up over a couple thousand hours of playtime, I needed to do something to combat this. I found that if I jump straight into ranked, I fall back on this automatic but faulty mode of play, and this just comes off as predictable and it's not that hard to beat. Once we're facing better and better opponents, we can assume that the ability to improvise will become more and more important. Another interesting thing to note here is that if we keep falling back on automatic movements, we're neglecting new skills while at the same time reinforcing these old ones. It's hard to outright start playing mindfully and not fall back on habits, so that's one more reason that I've continued to use mindfulness meditation in my training. Fourth, if I get tilted, I finish the game, but I don't play another until I've done some things to boost my confidence back up. Oddly enough, I've started using mental imagery. I found it in a soccer coaching video, but it works across other sports nonetheless. Since it sounds strange and kind of mystical, I'm going to talk a bit about how the mind is both stupid and smart so we can better understand why this works. The mind can work in a sort of default mode, a conscious mode, or somewhere in between. The default mode is like pure intuition. Something happens in the environment and your mind makes your body react. This may sound mindless, but the default mode can be well tuned based on your time spent consciously practicing. Since viewers are going to be a wide range of skill levels, I want to explain one more thing about how conscious effort can play a different role in performance for elites and amateurs. A lot of the research suggests that if we take an amateur and have them visualize the procedure of what they are doing, it will help them focus and lead to better performance. However, if we take an elite and have them focus on the procedure of what they are doing, they will likely perform worse than they otherwise would have. So, this explains why we'll see worsening performance if a higher ranked player plays a lot in their default mode, but then switches to a more mindful mode. That got a little off track, but we're pretty much done anyway. To review, the things I've recently changed: 1. I meditate every day, especially before playing. 2. I make sure to keep focused and make the most out of my time. 3. I always warm up before playing since I'm trying to get rid of my bad habits. And 4. If I get tilted, I don't compete until I've gotten my confidence back. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed this update. There's just one last thing I wanted to mention before I take a week or so off for some personal reasons. I usually avoid social media, but I've started a Twitter account for this channel. So for all the latest updates, please follow me at BadBoogl, and as always, I've left some related info in the description. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Try to remember, forget how my brain